about time.
What's going on?
Rumor report, rumor report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Kevin Hart put out a video apologizing to his wife and children. We didn't know what happened at first.
I apologize.
We could only guess, but here was the video.
And recently, I made a bad error in judgment and put myself in an environment where only bad things can happen, and they did. And in doing that, I know that I'm going to hurt the people closest to me, who I've talked to and apologized to, being my wife and my kids. It's a moment when you know you're wrong, and there's no excuses for your wrong behavior. At the end of the day, man, I just simply got to do better. But I'm not going to also allow a person to have financial gain off of my mistakes.
I need to talk to Kev because I don't think I'm not too sure that's him on that video, and I don't need him to be taking the blame for somebody that may not be him.
Clearly, he is taking not the blame, but responsibility for mistakes that he has made.
For a lookalike?
Now, it turns out that the FBI is on the case. They have also honed in on a suspect, and on this video footage, it was like a 4.5-minute video that this person sent out, and they were trying to expose Kevin Hart. And they also put some of the Breakfast Club interview when Kevin Hart was up here talking about marriage.
Did they get clearance for that? I'm sending a cease and desist.
Check it out.
This is your second marriage. What made you want to do it again?
I got a good one. I can't play any games.
You call her your rib?
Yeah, I call her my rib, man. And the funny thing is, I don't know if people understand what that means, dude. It's from the Bible. Mm-hmm. You know, rib is something that you can't live without. No, but I got a good one, man. Look, I can say on record, you know, within my last marriage, I take full responsibility for the mistakes that I made. I'm not sitting up here like, man, I don't know why it didn't work. Hey, I'm guilty.
I'm sending a cease and desist. Don't use my voice in your little extortion plot.
Well, his wife, Aniko, is set to give birth at any moment now. So hopefully the two of them are going to figure this out.
I just like how the bat signal went off yesterday because Sunday morning I'm laying in the bed and I get a text from Envy. Like, yo, the block hot, bro. Like, it's like, just in case, get the car,
if y'all
clean out
aren't
the
doing
car.
nothing wrong, you should have nothing
That's
to
how I
worry
felt.
about.
I felt clean.
All right, you guys are too passionate about this. Let's move on. Janet Jackson, while performing, she actually broke into a Bodak Yellow dance. Check it out.
Okay, Janet.
You got to see it because she was going off to it. Now, Cardi B said, I really can't even believe this. It's so surreal. Like, OMG, son, this is the type of ish you dream about. Thank you, Janet Jackson, for showing Bodak Yellow some love. I'm so happy.
Drop one of Clues Bombs for Cardi B, soon to have the #1 record in the country. And I just want Mike Karen, who signed Cash Me Out Girl to Atlantic Records, to know that no superstar will ever dance to a Cash Me Outside Girl record.
Now, you sure Michael Kaiser had nothing to do with this signing?
Kaiser had nothing to do with this.
Okay, just making sure.
Nothing.
We got to ask Kaiser.
Kaiser got something
double check and verify.
Kaiser got something to do with the rest of the label. Wiz Khalifa, Lil Uzi Vert, Kodak Black, Cardi B, you know, everybody that's popping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kaiser has not yet asked us to have her on the show. All right. Now, Mike Tyson movie. Jamie Foxx has confirmed that he's going to be playing him in that biopic. But what they are also saying is that they are close to getting Martin Scorsese to direct the movie as well. So that should be a pretty big deal. Mike Tyson, of course, is giving his blessing. And Fox said Tyson has signed on for it. Filming hasn't started yet, but it's going to happen. A lot of people aren't going to like the things I've done in my life. That's what Mike Tyson had to say.
I'm all for that. Mike Tyson has this one of those intriguing stories that whether it's a documentary, a biopic, a stage play, you're always into him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now, in the meantime, Jamie Foxx also told People magazine that he is so in awe of Jay-Z that he wouldn't even want to be friends with him. He said, I like to keep that mystique of him. I don't ever want to be too close. I keep Jay-Z on a certain level. He said, I took my father to see Jay-Z not too long after 9/11. This was our first moment of bonding, and I was like, I'm going to take you to see somebody, Pops. And we watched that guy, and we had a great moment. So if you remember, Jamie Foxx also, spoke openly about his estranged relationship with his parents because he was adopted and raised by his grandparents. So that, of course, meant a lot to him.
I just respect the fact that Jamie Foxx has an assortment of hairlines. Like, every time you see him, he got a new hairline. I guarantee you he got his hairlines hanging up on the wall like snapbacks in his house somewhere. I'm telling you. And there's one movie. You ever seen Annie? You've seen Annie?
Yes.
On Annie, they catch him in the bathroom with his hairline on the
I didn't notice
on the
that.
little
Why were you
mannequin
looking
head.
so
I promise you.
No.
It's a scene in Annie where Jamie Foxx has his
Why would you
hairline on the
even
mannequin
notice
head.
that?
No.
It's in the movie.
I'm going to look again.
I promise you. Go watch the movie.
All right. And Colin Kaepernick says he does want to play football. He's ready right now. Now, Sean King said, I asked Colin, do you want to play football? His answer, an emphatic yes. I've never stopped. I'm ready right now, working out daily.
Who said Colin didn't want to play football, though?
Nobody.
Like, we all knew he wanted to play football.
I'm just giving you the answers that were on Twitter from Sean King. He posted that himself. And by the way, Kid from Kid and Play has replied to that criticism over that image of Colin Kaepernick with him pretending to be Colin Kaepernick with Jason Whitlock.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, we wanted to spoof the media's treatment of him and the circus that has been created. Many people mistakenly thought Kid, who is extremely light-skinned, was a white man. And so, he said, anybody who knows me knows where I stand on Colin Kaepernick, exactly where he stands.
No, Kid.
Yeah,
you was up there with
funny.
Jason Whitlock's fat ass, and Jason Whitlock don't like Colin Kaepernick, and you was used as a tool to continue to poke fun at Colin Kaepernick. Knock it off. He actually texted me over the weekend.
I said what?
Jason Whitlock?
No, Kid. I just thought about it. He put, do people ever get a chance to explain their donkey status? That's what he said to me.
Well, I guess that was his chance.
Did you reply?
Yeah, I put of course, but I never heard back from him.
Right.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in